Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Roll Me Away. That's what we're doing today, Sam.
Yeah, and welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you guys are doing well today.
I'm Phil, and that's Sam, as I said. Today, we're coming back to Bob. We've done a few songs from him on the channel. They've all been great, all been fantastic. I don't know if he has a bad song in his catalog.
But the crazy thing is that there's a lot of diversity there too, right? Which has been really cool to see from him.
Yeah. And so we're coming, Roll Me Away. This was one that you guys were saying in the comments that we got to get to.
Yes.
Most popular request and comment by far in the comments for where we got to go.
And this is from 83.
1983,
Yes.
That's right. And I think it's about a trip that he goes on to Wyoming, Jackson Hole. And if you didn't know, that's where the Federal Reserve meetings takes place.
Fun fact.
Little fun fact about that. And so actually, this is a real journey that Bob went on, apparently, on his motorcycle.
Yeah, that inspired this song.
Which is interesting because I feel like, was it Against the Wind? Was the last one that we did? And I think that one I said, it feels like I'm going on a journey somewhere.
Yeah.
So interesting. Maybe you guys are picking up on that. Maybe you're like, yeah, you think that one's cool? Then I'll check out this real motorcycle journey.
This will take you on that next step of that journey.
But you've loved Bob, right?
Yeah, I have. I didn't really know what to expect in the beginning, but I think I've really enjoyed every song so far. So
yeah, he's so great, man. Like he's got so much soul, beautiful voice, and love the composition of his songs. And he wrote this one himself. So let's get into it. Roll Me Away. We got the piano back. Never opposed to that from Bob.
Took a look down a westbound road, right away I made my choice.
I love his voice.
Headed out to my big two-wheeler, I was tired of my own voice. Took a beat on the northern plains and just rolled that power on. "12 hours out of Mackinac City, stopped in a bar to have a brew. Met a girl and we had a few drinks and I told her what I decided to do. She looked out the window a long, long moment, then she looked into my eyes. She didn't have to say a thing. I knew what she was thinking. Roll me away, won't you roll me away tonight?
Let's go.
I too am lost, I feel double-crossed. Now I'm sick of what's wrong and what's right. We never even said a word, we just walked out and got on that bank. And we rolled.
Where do we go? We rolled? To where?
And we rolled clean out of sight.
Grade 5.
Rolled across the high plains, deep into the mountains. Felt so good to me. Finally feeling free. Somewhere along a high road, the air began to turn cold. She said she missed her home.
Uh-oh.
I headed on alone.
All right, hold on, Bob. Killing it again. We know that to it. We know to expect that now.
Yeah, it's crazy because like before we got into this song, you had mentioned the soulfulness of his voice, and that's like the first thing that hit me when he started singing.
Yeah, he's got such a unique but fantastic voice.
Yeah.
It's smooth, it's warm, but it's gritty at the same time. Really, really unique combination. And painting the picture. We didn't mention, we've talked about his voice, but we didn't mention how he does such a great job at painting the picture
Oh
and
yeah,
storytelling.
100%.
And he's doing that on this one as well. And this one, I mean, it's Roll Me Away, but it's got that roll vibe in terms of old time rock and roll that I'm feeling on this one, what we've done previously from Bob. Much more upbeat, high energy, kind of a party fun vibe. That's the fun adventure that we're on.
Yeah, well, I feel like the keys are really helping with that, like bring this kind of drama, but in a higher energy, like in like this like uplifting, we're on an adventure kind of energy, which I really like. And like you said, the storytelling, right? And it's crazy because that's one thing that I feel like is really cool about the US is that it has such diverse landscapes. And if you go on a road trip like he does, like you really experience a lot of different like, highs and lows of the climates and the, the scenery, and he's on a motorcycle, right? So you have to take all that in. And I feel like he is really painting that picture in that song.
Growing up in Canada, we didn't get that so much.
No.
It's either cold or really cold in the winter. That's about it. But I think I was just going to add, we talked about how this vibe, this energy, this fun loving, you can feel that through the projection of Bob's voice as well. The way he's using his voice as a tool, almost like an instrument on this one, adds a completely different flavor than what we had experienced in Against the Wind, for example.
Yeah. And the last thing I'll just say is I think it's cool how even in the storytelling, right, with the girl that got brought into the story, so it's not even just his adventure, it's like showing this longing for freedom and adventure in general in people with this girl wanting to join him, right?
Said she missed her home. I had it all along.
What are we up to now, Bob? Where's the adventure gonna take us?
Still alone on a mountaintop, staring out at the Great Divide. I could go east, I could go west, it was all up to me to decide. Just then I saw a young hawk flying and my soul began to rise.
Nice.
And pretty soon, my heart was singing, roll, roll me away, I wanna roll me away tonight. Gotta keep rolling, gotta keep riding, keep searching till I find what's right. And as the sunset faded, I spoke to the faintest first starlight. I said, next time, we'll get it right.
Let's go.
Roll me away. Roll me away. Roll me away.
That was Bob Seger with Roll Me Away.
Well, Bob, now I want to go on a road trip.
I was going to ask you. That's what I was thinking. I was like, is that going to make you want to go on a road trip, Sam? And
I was just thinking because he was talking in the song about standing on the mountaintop and, like basically having the freedom to choose where to go next and just kind of like no pressure, right? And I don't think I've ever been on a trip where it hasn't been pre-planned as to where I was going when and what I was doing. There's no just like, I'm going to just go and figure it out and go for as long as I want.
yeah, it's
Never
a
had that.
completely different style of traveling, right? You're not really going to a specific destination. You're like, I'm just going to go where the adventure takes me.
Just here for the journey.
And I think that really is dependent on where you are in your life. You go through certain periods of your life and you're just like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to go out and experience life and have fun.
Yep.
And there's other times where you're focused on building or having a family or whatever, right?
Yep.
So when
There's
you
like
go
these
through different
time constraints and pressures of
so I think when you go through different stages, but I think it is also cool with Bob's perspective. You know, he went on this trip and then wrote a song about it and from his own perspective. And I feel like you can hear that in the delivery and the performance of the song, that it's personal to him.
Yeah.
Like it's his own experience.
Yeah, you
Sometimes
can feel like this passion kind of coming through about it.
Yeah. And really, you know, I think inside perspectives, that's what he was thinking about and seeing at the time, which is very, very cool.
Yeah, no, for sure. I totally agree.
So I really enjoyed this one. And like Sam said, now I want to go on a road trip as well.
This is another banger added to the list of Bob's bangers.
100%. Bob's bangers. That's right. So maybe we'll start doing reaction videos from the car on our road
trip.
We'll bring all the mics and everything, and we'll have external power source, and we'll just do it on the road.
Mic'd up on the road, live reactions.
Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this with us. If you did, hit that like button. You're hopefully having a great day as well. Great start to your year. And hopefully you want to hang out with us going in the future, going forward. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.